Alright. So? Hello everyone. Welcome back to more Metal Gear Solid 2 HD Edition. And we're going to be continuing where we left off, which is really near the end of the game. We're probably going to finish it tonight. Maybe not in this hour, in this segment, but we'll probably finish it tonight for sure, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right in, and let's see where we left off. We had just gotten a sword, actually, and we had fought a bunch of ninjas? Not exactly ninjas. They were called Arsenal Tengu. They were actually mentioned earlier. Oh.
Raiden, they've got
Oh yes, we've seen this before.
What? Rose is being
We already heard this part. We heard this in the last episode. Right at the end. So, Snake is just watching me move around here. He does not like being pushed around. Note to self. He really doesn't like being pushed around. Let's see what he has to say.
There's a ladder on the north side. According to Olga, the enemy is beyond that point. Let's move out.
If I'm not bad, we might finish this. Yeah, that's a good point. High frequency blade. Yeah, that was what I wanted equipped. Let's go ahead and unequip this because I really wanted to talk about the high frequency blade. I just want to see what he says.
There's a ladder on the
Ah, I guess he doesn't. Maybe Otacon will.
There should be a tall ladder on the
Oh,
north.
come on. Okay, they just really want me to move on. So we'll humor them, I guess. Just fixing something for 1 second here. There we go. Just have to do something to account for my new kind of streaming setup I have here so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Gotta go up that ladder. Okay, so we're actually, we've actually got body armor now, and we're fighting a bunch of these Arsenal Tengu. The thing about the Arsenal Tengu, I think I mentioned, is they can deflect bullets. At least the ones with swords can. They can't really reflect rocket launcher ammo. Or deflect, rather. So, that is a good way of fighting them. Seems a little overkill, but honestly, they're Tengus. They can deflect bullets. That seems a little overkill. Oops. Actually, you know what? I think I'm out of bullet. Oh no, I'm not. I don't know why it's not working. So yeah, this is a decent way of fighting them. Although probably a better way is just to use the sword. Oh, and every once in a while... Oh no, fish and mailed! Emit, or continent. Which one do we choose, guys? Yeah, it'll try to trick you into thinking you failed the mission. It'll try to kind of trip you up. Kind of stays there a little too long, though. And you can't see your health while it's up, so I did actually get a game over. I didn't realize I was low. I guess I should have realized I was low in health. So we get to see the, the difference between the two screens. I don't think I've ever actually died there. I'm just so used to just having rations equipped the whole time. Alright, so let's just do this the right way. And that is just by stabbing these guys. You can slash them like that, and it takes 2 slashes, but it only takes 1 stab if you get them down the middle. If you can just kind of graze them, and it'll take more than 1, but you get a little more range on a stab too. But it has a little part. It has a little animation after it where you're kind of exposed. Because he has to do a spin thing on that blade. Actually, you can see your life. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. But yeah, you can totally see your life there, your life gauge. I'm just not observant enough. Didn't notice I was so low in health. Come on. Okay. So this is the first really good use of the sword. Something I'm not really making good use of is that you can actually deflect bullets. I was trying to show it off there, but he kicked me instead of shooting me. But yeah, you can see how he's deflecting bullets there. And now I need to heal. Fish and mailed again, yeah. We know your tricks. Alright. So Snake is just kicking butt over here. Killed a whole bunch of these guys. So this kind of drags on for a while here. There are a lot of Tengus we have to fight. Wow, he actually got a hit on me there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I completely messed up the chat box, didn't I? Let me just...
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
So, fighting a lot of Metal Gear Rays right now. Probably ought to put that body armor back on. And put the, yeah, we're gonna need the Stinger missiles for this. Now, the thing about these guys is they will be firing missiles at you just constantly. But you gotta fire missiles back at them, because that's really the only way to beat them. Oh, man. Now, the reason I'm firing at their knees first is that you do the most damage that way if you fire at their knees first, and then fire it in their open mouths. Because that's the place where they take the most damage, when they have their mouth open. Thing is, you want to pretty much keep moving. Because these guys do a lot of damage when they hit you. And you gotta fight a whole lot of these guys. Oh no, I wanted to go for the head. Oh well, he... Oh, didn't make any difference anyway. Oh, yeah, that was not good. Okay, so let's avoid the knee missiles. Go for his knee, where the missile came from. Actually, you notice how he's bleeding like that. There actually is an explanation for that given in the codec conversations. Whatever. It worked out. There's an explanation given in the codec conversations for why they bleed. I don't know that I want to do that just because this is going to be a long fight as it is. A lot of codec conversations, but I mean, I don't think there are very many for this battle, but this is a long battle, and it's hard too. It's very difficult. I'm afraid I might fail this, even though I've been doing alright so far. But yeah, they've really stepped up from the last game where you had just one Metal Gear to fight. Now there's a whole lot of them. It's not 20. You don't have to fight all 20. Well, I shouldn't say too much, but there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of Metal Gear Rays. There are 24 of them. And, I don't think you have to beat all of them, but even so. Still a lot. Ah, I keep hitting his missiles with my missiles, is the problem. Oh, wow. That is just unfortunate. That's all of my rations, but there are more. There's one in the center there. It's just really risky to get. But I'll get it in a minute. Oh no, they got rid of my missile. Oh no. Oops. Well, I died. I thought that might happen.
Right? Come in.
Yeah, I would say they're pretty cute. I wouldn't say that that you're the only one. Oh, come on. Oh, I missed entirely. Okay, I need the armor, and I need... No, not Nikita missiles. I think I already picked the Stinger missile thing, but... Yeah, I did, because I fired one. What am I thinking? Too late. That's the thing, you do barely any damage if you just hit their head with their mouth closed. So this is really the only way to fight them and actually be effective. There we go. Barely got that in time. Oh, the map, yeah. Arsenal Gear Rectum. That's where we are right now. We are in the rectum of Arsenal Gear. Isn't that nice? I think it's kind of random actually. I think I checked it before and it was a different name. Got missiles after me just all over the place. Just constant missiles. Kind of frustrating. Oh, it's always rectum here? Okay. Oh, come on. I thought I dodged that. Yeah, this is a really intense part, so I'm probably not gonna have a whole lot to say. But that's okay because the music is really engaging anyway, I guess. Yeah, come on. There we go. Finally, just no missiles coming after me for a second or two. Oh, that one's already gone. Okay. Unfortunately, you can't just pull out your sword and, I mean, you can pull out your sword, but it's not very effective against these guys. It's not like in Revengeance, where the sword is really just the best way to fight them. Since he's dead, or not dead, but his HP is reduced to 0, I can just kind of grab that ration without any danger, because he's not about to attack me. He's just about to exit the area. There's lots of ammo for this specific weapon here because this is the way you're intended to beat these guys. I'm pretty sure there might be another strategy that works, but I've never seen it. This is the only way I know to fight them. So, this is basically what you do. You just cartwheel around everywhere, shooting missiles at their knees, and then shooting missiles in their mouths. You do that over and over and over again, and hope that you don't get hit too much. Body armor really helps. Yeah, there were missiles after me, or else I would have taken that shot. No, he's about to just fire. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. Thought he was about to fire knee missiles at me again. And they were just gonna block my missiles like they always do. Okay. He's gonna fire his, minigun at me. Oh, man, I could have gone for his mouth there. He was talking about how, once you kill one, you can see the silhouette come to take its place. I didn't actually realize that. That's pretty cool. I think I may have realized that when I played this game, a long time ago, but I didn't remember it. Oh, another ration. Yes, please. I need that. I'm definitely going to need that. He was firing the, actually a water cannon thing at me there. A water cutter, I guess. Oh no, that means a knee missile. He didn't flinch, so what that means is he was firing a knee missile at me. Oh, man. And that he had blocked my missile with his own. I'm learning how to fight these guys gradually. Alright. There we go. And there's R05E taken out. No, it was not R. A05. Eh? No, I don't know. I'm just looking at their names, and I didn't really see that one for very long. It's kind of a weird font. Anyway. Yeah, they have kind of a code associated with them, and numbers that count up, so you kind of know where you are. Except that I don't remember how many I have to fight. Alright. You know what, I'm kind of curious. Let's call Otacon. I'm sure he has all kinds of information about these guys.
Right, aim for Ray's head section with the Stinger missiles.
Oh, okay, thank you, Otacon. We got that much.
Production Metal Gear is unmanned. It's probably under the control of GW, the Arsenal Gear AI. A chaff attack should cause electronic interference and confuse Ray for a moment. Use the opportunity to fire a stinger into him.
I'd kind of forgotten about that one, so it's a good thing I called him.
Use the sword to deflect Ray's machine gun fire.
I hadn't thought about doing that either. Wow. Otacon's full of ideas.
You can't move while you're aiming with the stinger. But hitting the R2 button will let you do a quick change of weapons.
Well, I knew about that.
If you see Ray getting ready to attack, use the quick change to deselect the stinger and get the hell out of there.
Maybe Snake knows something. No response. Snake is busy fighting. Really?
Raiden, are you alright?
I didn't even realize I was that low in health. I'm gonna have to stay healed up. Well, this is why I did practice runs, and practice runs didn't help. So, let's see, anyway, now we know some new tips that we can use, like chaff grenade. Chaff grenade is nice, I guess. I hadn't really thought about it. Chaff grenade doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Yeah. Thanks, Otacon. Yeah, it's not disrupting its ability to target me with missiles, which is really the only thing I needed to do. Actually, couldn't tell that it was doing anything at all. Alright. So, let's try this. We're trying this again. Hopefully I'll get it this time. I made it pretty far last time. I think I'll manage to do it this time if I keep doing pretty much what I did last time, except pay a little more attention to my health. Keep it a little bit higher. Actually, I might go ahead and use a ration just to make sure that I don't have that problem again. Just keep that up near full as much as possible. Alright, just need to get out of the way of those missiles and then shoot in his knee, shoot in his face, and then use chaff, why not? So he missed his the next part of his attack pattern because I did that. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. This one looks a little bit different from the others, I noticed. It's got the purple light going. Oh, oof. Okay, so I managed to take down this many at least. Finally onto the bees now. Not doing too bad, I think. Just gotta keep going like this. Now there's a small period of time when you can't target it after you've just targeted it, so that's why I keep running around. It's not just because of the missiles, but because I can't target it yet anyway. But that feels reasonable, because it just has a little bit of invincibility, because I've just hit it. So, alright. It's not like in Spy Fiction where you just couldn't target people inexplicably, because they were in certain animations. So this at least feels fair, it's just hard. Oops. That actually didn't hurt me, which is really interesting to me. It did no damage, as far as I can tell. I didn't mean to go for the head there, but I guess it works. I meant to get that while its mouth is open. Alright. So that one's gone. Still on the bees. Or rather, now onto the bees. we hadn't actually destroyed any of those yet. We've just encountered them. I killed Rose? What? I don't know what you mean by that. I must have missed something. Oh, I missed your earlier comments. Yeah. I've been a little. Oh! I just realized why that wasn't reacting to my first shot, but I realized too late. And I got a missile to the face. Oh! Oh! No! Nope. Nope. Yeah, that was an A. The A's do look like R's. Whew.
Decided to show
Olga, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
You have to.
Olga!
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
signals cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
So, yeah, that didn't go so well. Something I keep forgetting to mention is that Snake is actually often, like, if you find a shaving kit at the beginning of the game as Raiden, Raiden will hand the shaving kit to Snake, and Snake will actually be clean shaven for the rest of the game. Including these scenes, where he has this full beard going. He would normally be clean. He would actually be clean shaven if I had found that at the very beginning of the game. But I kind of like him with the beard better. I don't know. Just something I kept forgetting to mention. I thought I'd throw that in there now.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son!
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The Ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the Ninja as well. As for the President, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Dang.
idiots! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
Brothers! Liquid!
I've been waiting for this!
It can't be!
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn!
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing! Hey, Snake! You coming?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul-searching?
No doubt.
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now, we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for Solid Snake Simulation. What it does stand for is Selection for Societal Sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed. Brace yourself.
Final boss fight time. First, let's call Rose to see how she's doing.
Jack, are you okay? How's your murdering going?
That is incredibly creepy. I had never actually tried calling her during this before. Yeah. And then I think we're gonna take a short break, and then
Be strong.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, don't forget that my life's at stake too. Try to do something for me for a change.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll be right back to actually complete this boss fight. So just give me about, I guess, like maybe 5 minutes, maybe not quite.